broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey. With them boys, cause Johnny wanna taste. If you know that booty supple, put that bubble. Hey, this is the part.
Hey, what's up, toddlers? Hello, and welcome to AfterBuzz TV's recap of MTV's Todrick. I am your host, Tony Moore, and we have a full house tonight, and it's a whole lot of cakes up at AfterBuzz TV. I am joined by my wonderful co-hosts. We have...
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Nino.
And you guys know these two lovely faces. They have been here before. We have...
Hi, it's Kaley.
With them cakes, yes.
Yes.
And
Carlie Craig. Hello, everybody.
hip hop herself. And we have one of the feature performers in them cakes, though. We have
JoJo.
What up, JoJo? Hey, hey. All right, so we are all here to give you a full rundown of what happened last night on MTV's Todrick, and let me tell you, it was bootylicious.
It sure was.
It's a beautiful world.
It was. What a beautiful world.
Right?
Oh, Vonzel, I found the note.
Work.
All right, so this episode kicks off with the lovely morning meeting. Ding. Somebody's late, though.
It was raining. Thursday was driving, so...
Ooh, Thursday.
She right under the bus.
But Todrick announced that he wants to do a video about the booty. And
That's
we have many songs about booty, you know.
All that ass.
Yes.
Twerking in the rain.
Yes. Twerking in the Rain, I think, has to be my favorite.
The ultimate. It's so good.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic Todrick Hall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
And on tour, it was like everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite. People just go crazy. They hear the narration at the beginning of him. Oh my goodness, they went wild for that one.
And it's kind of like one of those things that sneaks up on it. Like you're sitting in your chair and you're like, I'm twerk. Oh, I am twerking in the rain. Just twerking in the rain. And you get that one cheek going.
Yeah.
My camera hand down right here.
Yes.
Baby V Vonzel has mastered the one cheek technique.
Oh,
Come on, Vonzel.
Yeah.
That's talent.
Shout out to my girl, Baby V.
Whoop, whoop. All right, so okay, so question for you guys.
Yes.
Which celebrity do you guys think has the best cakes?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Kylie Minogue. I saw her in concert.
Yeah.
And she has, I mean, in my opinion, the perfect booty. So that's my answer.
Boom.
I think Beyonce.
Beyonce, because her body is bootylicious.
Yeah, and it's like so perfectly proportioned, you know? It's like really good. I feel like it's a firm but juicy booty.
Yeah.
If I had to put words to it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I agree.
Nino?
And recently, because of her thirst trap Instagrams,
Oh, not the thirst trap.
whether it's fake or not. What up, Chloe? Chloe Kardashian.
Chloe's got a
Khloe Kardashian.
real
Did y'all
booty.
see that complex shoot?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank
Exactly.
It
you,
was
Kaley.
good. Yeah,
JoJo?
that's what it
I'm
looked
gonna
like.
have to say probably. I mean, it's really bad for me to say, but definitely Kim Kardashian for me. The more cakes, the better. And that girl got cake.
Yeah,
Have you
she
seen her
did. The whole
pregnant cakes?
family.
Oh my God! I was about to say that thing's growing. I'm like, yo.
I'm gonna say
more the
honorable
merrier.
mention to J Lo though.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
she's
Right.
obviously like
Queen.
the queen.
Now,
And of course, Kaley cakes. How that?
yes.
In a close third.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about those cakes. But I have to say, I saw these cakes up close.
Oh.
And I don't know if you guys know K Michelle.
Oh,
K.
yeah.
Michelle does have a booty.
K
You are
Michelle,
right.
like no lie, I was at the airport and I saw she was there and I was like, oh, and she's like petite.
Really?
And she turned around and I was like,
who dat?
it was like she's like shoo, and then she comes back and I'm like, you had to buy an extra seat just for them cakes.
Them cakes though.
So I mean, for real, K Michelle, if you was watching, or if someone who is watching that can tweet K Michelle, you need to do a video with them cakes though.
Yeah.
What was K Michelle wearing at the airport?
She was wearing like spandex.
Oh, so yeah.
So them cakes were like out.
Boom.
You can't deny them cakes when they're in spandex.
No,
Yeah.
and I mean, them cakes, they had to get their own like platter. It's like, I'm hungry too. Yeah. Oh, that could have went south really bad.
Moving forward.
We do have some folks chatting with us live, so if you guys have any questions throughout, my chat's actually working, so go ahead and message any questions that you may have. JoJo, while I'm pausing, can you say hello to Jake Masters?
Yo, Jake Masters, what up, buddy? How you doing?
You just made his entire life.
Thanks for the love.
All right, so on top of making a song all about cakes, the video is going to be circus themed, giving me Britney just like a circus
Yes.
type of a thing. Miss Carlie,
Yeah.
that beard though.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
That beard.
I'm just gonna say thank you because I know where you're going with this.
No, that's it.
It's my new signature look. So I'll be auctioning the beard off on Instagram.
It looked so good on you though.
It really did.
You could
It
really,
really
rock
did.
a beard.
It was so funny. Like everybody was saying at the shoot, they're like, I could kind of vibe with the pink beard. I never thought anyone could look cute with a beard, but
Right.
You pulled
you
it
pull
off.
it off, and I was like, you said it, not me. So
And it's a pink beard, so
Yeah.
it's like
yeah,
good to go.
no, it was great. I felt very comfortable wearing it.
It was
You look
perfect.
good.
Perfect color of your hair. Do you have to dye it with your hair?
Yeah, so we bought a blonde beard, and so Nicole painted it, and she also kind of painted my hair to match. My hair was already
on
pink,
Nicole.
but
Yeah.
she turned on the magic and made it match perfectly.
Oh.
And then, so I mean, Todrick wants to do a lot in this video. So not only is it circus theme, but he also wants to eat fire, and he also wants to have an elephant.
An elephant.
Not
y'all.
only just have an elephant, twerk on the elephant,
Have
the
the
elephant twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that killed me when I saw the elephant get on his
He was
his
so
feet.
talented.
I think
Yeah.
it was
He
a
went
female.
for it.
It's a she. That's
Yeah.
she was.
So Ty had a longer resume than any of
All
us.
of
Fun
us. She's
fun
everything.
fact.
Talk about an IMDb page.
She really did. She's the elephant from Water for Elephants, the movie with Robert Pattinson
Oh,
and
yeah.
Reese Witherspoon, and has done countless other films.
Commercials and
she
everything.
was such a professional. It was unbelievable.
I
She-
mean, hashtag booked.
Right?
and the funniest part was when they said cut, she knew it was time to go, and she walked right off set. And
Diva.
Yeah,
She had a
well,
diva moment.
well, she knew. I mean, I don't want to throw any shade at Ty because she was very professional,
great.
but she knew what cut meant for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
She was on the time limit. She was like, listen, let me tell y'all
Yeah.
something. I'm only here for a little bit of twerking, and then I got to go because I got an early call tomorrow.
I got other gigs. Yeah,
Y'all weren't
exactly.
born when I was on Jumanji.
Yeah.
So I actually liked the whole idea and concept of like a circus, because you can have so much fun with like a circus scene, because there's no limit to the types of people
Yeah.
that you can do. Speaking of the types of people,
Ooh.
so there was a little audition
Oh,
for
yeah.
everyone to come in and twerk, and that's when we were introduced to Joseph.
Joseph worked it
Joseph.
The
out.
one and
Love
only.
him.
Yeah,
Like,
he brought it.
when I tell you, he came in and he was just like, hi, you felt like he was ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like he was just like, hey, how you doing? I put my stuff here. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Music.
he just walked in and was
Let me
like,
do my
just hit a
thing.
pose.
Yeah.
He was like ready.
Were you now? You were there during the audition. Like, were you guys living? And did we see
Yes.
all the stuff that he can do? Because I felt like there was more.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
his dance went on for a good 6 minutes.
Oh man, we saw like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
already like, hello, what? Like,
It was the audition was over after he walked in. It was just like, okay, booked.
Done. Done.
That's how you audition.
I don't want to call favorites, but
He was our favorite.
The favorite.
yeah.
Now, JoJo, being someone that twerks all over your Instagram as you do, how did you feel Joseph did? Was he twerkable?
No, he was. I would definitely do a video with him. I think I'm gonna hit him up after watching him, and I might
Boom.
work
Yeah.
on that. For
Joseph,
sure.
hit up JoJo. It can be the J&J twerk off.
Yes, that's right. Turn up.
Get it.
That back handspring into a split though, you gotta learn
I
that.
gotta work on it.
Yeah.
Like, I need him
You
to
got
come
competition.
for sure.
Not I, said the cat.
Hey.
Let me tell you, this is too much to go over one's head. Not doing it. Can't do it. Will not.
Was he breathing fire too? Did they teach him that, or was it somebody else?
I think that was someone
That
else.
was someone
Somebody else. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a
He was,
couple
like,
of fire
multi-talented.
breathers. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of fire, Vonzell was like, I was with her. She was like, no, I can't. I
Baby
cannot.
I don't think I could ever do that.
I'm not
either.
with a fire.
Well,
What? Were you gonna
okay,
say?
something y'all don't know.
What's
Go
that?
ahead.
I was kind of like a little, well, I don't want to say arsonist, but what are the people that like to play with fire?
Pyromaniac.
Yeah.
A little bit. So I used to be that kid that
Did you
would,
burn the little bugs on the street with a
I
magnifying
didn't. No.
glass?
I didn't do that. But I would
Okay.
burn paper.
Okay.
So I would like get a piece of paper and I would set it on fire and then I would put it in the sink and then once I felt like it was getting too much, I would like turn the water on and like
you would wait.
disperse
You would
it.
You
wait
just
till,
watch
like-
it.
Yeah.
Have you seen a therapist about it?
Well, I don't do it anymore. but that was
So you say.
no. I really
I'm
don't.
only kidding.
But for some reason, like that was my thing. Like when I was growing up, was to
adrenaline.
like burn paper. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think I think we all might have had that when we were like got the magnifying glass and got like a piece of like a like a leaf and just
Yeah.
stop burning.
Oh, and then
Science,
like
you
get
know
the
what I mean?
sun.
Get the
No,
sun.
see, I didn't do all
No.
that. That's
Yeah.
too.
No, was it
that's-
just me? See, maybe you wanted to see
so you did that.
It was like from like age 8 to 8.5, maybe.
That's a small window of time.
Yes.
Very
It is.
specific.
He tried it.
I turn around real quick.
It was a phase.
You don't know he did it till 9. He
Hilarious.
tried to
You
say
let him
8.5.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Funny.
funny.
But
Oh, go ahead.
but Vonzell is nervous about fire because I didn't know her house burned down.
That's sad.
Yeah.
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 Oh my goodness.
We didn't know that either until we were doing the episode. But yeah.
Is that moment where you're like,
Yeah.
do we need to do a clothing drive? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think it was a while ago, but her
Yeah.
dog actually passed away and
Oh,
everything.
no.
Yeah, it was very
no.
traumatizing. It's awful.
And Todrick was like, but it's okay. We're going to
I know
make
we're
this
gonna
work out.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do
Oh,
it
okay.
anyway.
Yeah.
But during that whole like little segment, I was very concerned about Vonzell's weave.
Yeah.
Ooh, me
Okay,
too.
so I wasn't the only
you
one.
mean her
No.
natural hair?
Oh.
Okay.
Either way, I
Oh,
was
wait,
See
that's
that
not a
silence?
way-
A quick silence. Bonzo, we love you.
Either
that
way,
a-
Her
I'm
beautiful,
glad she tied it back.
luscious, her beautiful, luscious curls. Yeah, I was worried about them too.
I was, yes. About her hair. That's what I meant by weave.
Saving yourself.
I
It's
mean,
okay. We all have weave every now and then.
listen, I took mine out just for this show. So.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm
True,
just saying.
true.
But like, but
That
I
ponytail.
just put mine in.
you just put yours up in a man bun.
Yeah. Tied
See,
up.
see, I had to,
Yeah.
I can't be like Rapunzel and let my hair down.
Yeah.
I had to take it out.
Yeah, I was nervous about that too, but I think she was very brave and faced her fear.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of her for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a little. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
She always say 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see your booty shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, now Chester, I feel like Chester uses a different Google than I do because he
How do you
finds,
mean?
Yeah.
he just
For real.
finds like the most
Bizarre.
weirdest, bizarre, outlandish things. Like I feel like when I Google things, like they don't come up like I want them to.
Like when it says,
Yeah, it's
are
like
you
just
feeling lucky? It never
Wikipedia.
works.
yeah, and it's like no.
I don't know what that button means.
I don't know what that button
Button.
means either.
Button.
I'm
Come
pretty
on
sure.
with for that tea.
Yes.
I think it's just like it's gonna be. Forget it. I don't even know.
Just
Google, you
feeling-
better let us know. Yeah.
Oh,
Feeling lucky.
I was trying to come up with something, but it didn't work out.
Oh, bless your heart. That's all right. Well, we'll all go home and try to figure it out.
Yeah, Chester's the Google master, no
Clearly.
doubt. Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think Chester and Google are in cahoots with each other.
That's it. They've got a
And
thing.
when they know that Chester is logged on, they give him a whole separate search than what they would get.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Chester, you're working for Todrick. Got it. And it's like the secret menu that opens,
Yeah.
and he can put in his search and find stuff.
Yeah.
Chester
I
got
need
his
to get
own
on
server.
Yes.
Are you referring to the circus, the
Yes.
set? Yeah.
That was amazing.
So cool.
Incredible. And I know that Sean was just turned up to capacity because there was so much eye candy there. There were all of the banners and all of the, there was the whole circus tent, which looked huge in the video, but it was pretty tiny. But I
Really?
think, yeah, but I
Really?
think
thought it was big.
well,
I guess I've never been to a circus.
yeah, but compared to like a regular circus tent, which is
Yeah.
enormous, this one was pretty small, but it looked amazing in the video. And
Yeah,
the
it
whole,
really did.
For
Yeah.
the first time, well, not for the first time, but like this time, he had like a whole set to work with. It wasn't small tight shots where you can get everything in the corner like you back in Todrick's high school trying
20
to get a
people,
palm shot. You know
20
what I mean?
people in
Like,
front of a green screen.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Green screen. It was the whole thing.
Titaniqua.
But y'all were a little scared when you came in because it looked a little creepy from what we saw on
Yeah,
Yeah.
they saw
show.
like the warehousey part.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even in like, it was giving me very like American Horror Story,
Right.
Yes.
creepy. Like when we walked up, because they had like the cages, and then
Right.
like all the way in the back was the tent, and it was very, very weird. And we got there so early. It was like kind of dark.
And also foggy.
Yeah, and very like eerie.
There's a
Winnie-
whole scene right there.
Winnie was
Yeah.
hilarious though. Winnie, the circus owner.
Paper mache. We were
Hilarious.
like, no.
My favorite, that whole scene was my favorite. He mentioned the elephant, and she was like, "We have this paper mache. Are you talking about a paper mache elephant?" And they were like, "No, we were talking about like a real elephant."
Yeah, well, and Todrick goes, "No, we love Paper Mache's work,
Right.
but we love her work." That
Paper Mache.
killed
He
me.
does
I
it.
was laughing so hard. Oh my god.
But then when it came to the cost, and
Yeah.
and she was like, "Well, how much? You know? Oh, like 1, 2." She was like, "How many fingers you got? 10?
Ooh.
A little more." And I was like, "Ooh." And then Tyler was like, "Yeah, we'll do." And Chester was like, "That's that moment where Chester was like, girl,
We can't
are you
afford
are
this."
you
He was
sure?"
like,
She's like, "You know, no, we got." And I'm sitting here thinking like, "Well, girl, what money tree you got that I need to come and find it."
Well, this was
Right?
the third installment of his booty trilogy. Like, there was
Right.
no way
Yeah.
that
It had
Todrick
to be
was not
big.
going to have an elephant that could twerk in the video. So,
What's a price
obviously
tag
made
to
a
rent
way.
an elephant? Give us a price range.
I
You
don't
guys know?
I mean, it was pretty pricey. I would say I think it was like $8,000 or something
hello.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was something crazy, but
But y'all got it.
Yeah, but we ended up having to put on a Twerk du Soleil show and pull our resources
and sell it out.
Yeah, sell out the entire theater. It was a lot, but
That was a smart move.
yeah.
It worked out.
Speaking of Twerk du Soleil, I had the pleasure of seeing it.
You did.
I did.
When?
JoJo, did you go?
I haven't yet. I know.
Because see, you was at home twerking it out,
Yeah.
practicing
He was too
for
busy
round 2 of the tour.
running his own Twerk du Soleil in his living room.
I remember going to see it, and I thought that was the first time that, like, because I mean, I always thought Todrick was talented, but I remember saying to him, like, or maybe I didn't say it to him, but I'll say it to you now. I was amazed at the fact that he was able to take his videos and put them on stage.
To life, yeah.
Like, I was completely floored, and you guys were like working it out.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was
you.
just like, this is really happening. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was so
Yeah.
nostalgic watching the episode
I
last night with
know.
Twerk du Soleil, looking at our costumes and everything. That
Yeah.
tour, I was in charge of all the costumes, so I was like, oh, I, in my mind, I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh, those go in that bin, those go in that. I'm like, yeah, thinking about us unpacking all the costumes because you saw the mayhem backstage. You know, underneath the stage, we have the dressing room and everything, and us just stressing out, not knowing if the theater was sold out, pulling the
Yeah.
costumes out of the bins.
oh my God.
Chester's like, you wear this, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy on show days, but
And
so worth it.
It's always crazy.
Last minute, you guys didn't see that Todrick added a number.
He
it
added.
It didn't get to show, but what was it? 30 minutes before the house was opening.
He was like,
It's like,
actually,
oh, so we're gonna do this, and all of us were in it, and all of us had to learn the choreography.
it was
and
Dem
so
Cakes though,
fast.
and we
Yeah,
had
that's
never
right.
heard the song before.
30
Yeah.
minutes, yo.
30
Yeah.
minutes
30
before.
minutes.
He's
And
like, so the house was opening, and yeah, okay, so you guys got it? 5, 6, 7, 8. We were like,
MTV, why didn't y'all show that? That is
I know.
crazy.
Okay, so
Why?
so I'm gonna say this officially.
Yes,
I'm gonna get on a little soapbox.
I know what you're
Go
gonna
ahead.
say.
Well, this is for MTV.
Oh, I got more. Too.
I know
Go
what,
ahead.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
You we'll see. I really think that this show needs to be an hour. And this is why. Here's a couple of things. Because I was talking to Blake last night about while we were watching the show, and I mentioned this to my roommates and friends. Like, I feel like there's so many moments that we don't get to see.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not easy to do what you guys do. And it's not easy to like put a video together and make sure that it comes out the way that it should. And I feel like if we had an hour, we can see those moments of like, you got to get this together and you have 10 minutes, go.
Yeah.
Because as an audience, as a fan, like I want to see those moments and I want to see like how you guys come together and figure it out.
Right.
I want to see, you know, if the elephant wasn't acting right, or maybe y'all didn't get it and Todrick is having to figure it out or something. Like, I want to see those moments.
The elephant was on it.
The elephant was on it. But like, I just feel like 30 minutes isn't enough.
Yeah, it's hard to like capture everything.
Yeah, like right now it just feels like, you know, it's like, here's the idea and then everything comes together and then it's like, here's a video. But we miss so much of like the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and something else that was missed in that episode was we had to squeeze in getting all of, we did a separate scene. Did you see the scene where we're all painted kind of Harlequin? It was the whole cast and we were, you know, the stop motion where we were, how do I explain? It was like,
it was only in the video. It wasn't in the episode. But it's at the end where like I'm on top of the thing.
Todrick's a clown.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so that moment we had to get off of the circus lot by like a certain time, and I think we had maybe 20 minutes to shoot that. And
I think it was 20 minutes from when we got done filming the dance scene. From that to get into hair, makeup, change costumes, and then shoot that scene and finish it. We had like 20 minutes flat left.
Oh my God.
And you didn't get to see that either.
It was so fast.
And see, like, just because how I watch TV in my mind. How you guys explain that, like I see it, you guys ending that shot and then saying, someone going, we have 20 minutes, and then suddenly there's a clock and all we see is just all the stuff that like you have to do
Nicole
in that 20 minutes.
trying to throw makeup on
It's
us
chaos.
as fast as we can.
Yeah,
she did always.
Yeah,
we talked about this off camera too, but you know we feel a certain way, and so do some critics.
Yeah,
you know, I believe it was Hollywood Reporter, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but they said that there is just too much to show in 30 minutes, that the people want to see the struggle of what happens. You know what I mean? Because people want to see the struggle.
It makes it relatable.
Right.
Real.
They want to see a climax and they want to see it, you know, like a happily ever after.
Right.
Yeah.
But because there's just so much that goes on, and I think people love this after show and they watch this after show and they tweet us and they talk to us because they get so much more.
So much information
Here on the show than the cut that makes it on MTV.
And while we're live tweeting during the show as well, we were like, fun fact, did you know that we had 5 seconds to do this part? Or it's insane. I mean, I agree. I would love if the show is an hour because there's so much that, you know, was on the cutting room floor that we were struggling to.
I'd watch a Todrick movie. Would you watch a Todrick movie?
I would.
I would watch a Todrick movie.
That would be jam-packed.
That would be crazy.
Whole hour and a half, 2 hours.
Rainbows, twerking, everything.
Rainbows and twerking, yes.
I also feel like toddlers are, you know, little tiny tots of Christ. And they are not up at 10:30.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I'm not even up at 10:30.
I'm like, I'm a grandma. I go to bed.
Like, I feel like it should be earlier. Like, I remember back when this MTV show called Friend Zone was on. Did anyone watch Friend Zone?
Yes, I love that show.
Me too, right? And it came on at like 5. And
really?
Or it came on. It came on like really. It came on really early, and there were like a couple of episodes back to back. Like, that's kind of like how I see Todrick. Like, it's one of those earlier shows that so that it's either that show that you watch right before you go to bed,
or dinner or something like that.
Or like after dinner time, like sometime between like when you get home from school to like bedtime.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, Todrick's off, you got to go to bed now. And it's like, okay. Not like, can I stay up to watch Todrick? Like, you know.
Because your time slot, do you guys remember Undressed on MTV?
You
guys have the Undressed time slot.
Oh, do we?
What's that?
Undressed was naughty. Naughty.
Right.
Naughty.
Maybe that's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, we're lucky because we watch the East Coast feed, so we get to watch it at 7:30.
Well, that's what time we watched it last night.
For y'all DirecTV viewers, right?
Yeah. We watched it early. So, MTV, if you're watching, those are your notes, and we look forward to season 2. Thank you.
Love you, MTV.
So we're on set. And you have the elephant and also Aubrey O'Day.
Yes.
Love her.
Yes.
I was a huge fan of Danity Kane.
Me too.
Like, first of all, yes, like the whole making the band process and like watching them come together and
break up and come together and break up and come together.
Yes, all that. I live for it. Was very happy when they got back. It didn't quite work out. Now Aubrey and Shannon have branched off and done Dumb Blonde.
Yeah.
So there's a little history for you guys. Make sure you go support Dumb Blonde.
Yes.
And then Dawn from Danity Kane went off and did her own thing. So support her too if you're a Danity Kane fan. But Aubrey O'Day joined the video. How did you guys feel? And JoJo was there on set as well.
I had the privilege of twerking and dancing up on Aubrey O'Day.
That's right, because you were the elephant.
Yeah, the twerking.
The elephant. While she was like, "Where them cakes, dog?"
And I was like, "Hey."
I feel like that shot is just iconic.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good.
How did you guys feel about working? Because I know you mentioned how you were a big fan.
And I've always been a big fan of hers.
So here she is. Like, how are you
guys
feeling?
She's so beautiful, first of all, and her cakes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All
Great. Her energy just on set was so positive. Like, even though there was so much, I feel like that was one of the most stressful times with the elephant going in so fast and, you know, then the dust when we were dancing just choking us.
Which looked dope,
and, like,
though.
losing daylight. It did look good. But I was sneezing and coughing dust for, like, 3 days. But her energy, you would never have thought that she was, like, stressed out at all. And she was pressed for time. Everybody kind of was.
Yeah, she's such a pro. She's so great to work with. And, I mean, we love having her on set. She's just a delight every time.
Yeah, so talented.
She was on Cinderfella.
Yes.
Which is how the relationship started.
She did Cinderfella, and she also came to Twerk du Soleil last year
what else
with
did
Shannon.
She do?
Oh,
She
yeah,
did
that was
something
the
else
night I
with us.
came.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I have pictures with them from that night.
She's so great, so supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was such a team player. It was awesome.
Yeah. And JoJo, this was your first video with Team Toddy.
This was the start of it all. And
Yeah.
like they said, literally it was so overwhelming. Like, it was just crazy between like watching them all get it done and at the end in 20 minutes and rushing everything, and it was nuts. I give them a lot of respect and they're very inspirational to me because they work their butts off, they don't stop, and they get it done every time, and they're the most humble, loving people. Like, they accepted me immediately that day. I felt like I was part of Team Toddy, honestly. So
you are.
Yeah.
Always.
Thank you guys.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Because you got them cakes, though.
Right.
Cakes,
and since then, you've got to twerk in Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
What's the other one?
Low.
Yes, you're the lion.
Booked and booked.
Twerking all-star you are.
Twerking all over the place.
And I'll be there next week, too, on Todrick.
Yeah.
On the season finale of Todrick.
The
I'll be there.
finale.
I can't believe it's going to be the season finale.
I know.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, there was another star on that set too. Kaley Cakes.
That's right.
Yeah. How could we forget?
An amazing, I don't know if it's a debut, but definitely an amazing shot.
Thank you. I think they've never been that bare before.
Yeah.
But they've been out.
They
It's kind of
looked
hard
on
to
fleek.
conceal, but they're yeah.
You were talking
Concealed,
about what your
don't
parents
feel
were
it, don't
thinking
let it show.
or what your dad was thinking. He didn't
Yeah,
understand it.
Your
I
grandma.
told my dad, I told my dad, I was like, so just so you know, like, they're gonna be all over TV, and he was like, what do you mean by that? And then I talked to him today, and he was like, so I tried to explain to grandma, that your butt will be out, and she was like, why? And he was like, because, you know, everybody in LA, like, she has, like, a big butt. And he's like, she doesn't have a big butt. She's a cute butt, Jeff. And he
That's
was like,
mean.
Yeah, he was like, Mom, it's okay. And she's like, but does she like that? Like, that's kind of mean for people to say that. And he was like, no, it's like a thing. And she was like, okay. I haven't heard from her yet, so I hope she wasn't completely mortified. But
Grandma Cakes, it's okay.
I mean, grandma cakes. It's so
Kaylee
funny
is butt
because.
goals for sure.
Oh, thank
for
you.
sure.
My grandma like takes pictures of every time I'm on TV, doing anything. So
I wonder if she
I
got
can only
any.
imagine the pictures that she's got of this one. She puts them all in like an album. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much more the back of my head all the way down from the front. I'm like,
She's gonna make shirts next time you come home. Like, oh, hey, Grandma.
Candy cakes.
Listen.
Like a cake right here.
Listen,
I love
if
her.
you got it, flaunt it. When I saw her
Exactly.
put on that leotard, I'm like, I'm just
Yes.
gonna, just gratitude right now. That's all
Glad
I
I
can
got
say.
my beard.
Right.
Yeah.
well, see, I saw the costume from the front and was like, oh my god, I love it. It's
So
beads,
cute.
it's pink, it's white.
Yeah.
And
Check
then I put it on, and everyone else's costume had like a bottom or a skirt or another layer.
Yeah.
You
And
got a bottom too.
I made the mistake of coming out in front of Todrick and being like, what do you think? Like, I think I should add something. And he was like, nope, we're good. And Aubrey was like, get it, girl. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Well-
then. I didn't know what everyone else was actually going to come out wearing. And
Yeah.
they're all in like layers. She's got feathers down to her ankles. And I'm literally just in a bikini.
Well, you worked it out though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
worked
if
it
you
out.
got it, flaunt it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of working it out, you were working out the cast, teaching them the choreo and everything.
yeah.
I was like, get it.
Come on, dance
Thank
captain.
you.
Work.
Right? Like how quickly did they have to learn that? Because it looks like everyone learned it while they were on set.
Yeah,
Am I
it
right?
was really fast. I think it was less than 30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
How
it
long
was
did
quick.
it?
It's like every Todrick video.
Yeah.
There's no rehearsal
clue.
time.
I think that's just the
No
first time
clue.
they've caught it, but
Yeah.
every other time it's that
That's
that
crazy.
fast. It's that he's like, Kaley, let's go, let's get it. Especially with Wind It Up, and Wind It Up was even more difficult because we had partnering and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think they're always kind of,
Yeah.
and you'll see next week too. It gets even crazier.
Oh
So,
yeah, it definitely does next week.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to be an amazing dancer to dance with Todrick because
The-
you have to
Yeah.
choreo
Yeah.
like this,
super
you have
fast
to.
and remember
Oh.
it, and then be able to
Right.
change it fast and.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
still making it up while he's putting together the video
Something
and
else.
setting up
Yeah.
the stage, and he's like in his head coming up with
Just
choreo.
so,
Yeah.
just a literal superhuman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todrick's
Nuts.
amazing.
And
Yeah,
himself
he's
too,
incredible.
having to remember it, but not ever
Yeah.
rehearsing it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Todrick.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your bad self.
Was it JoJo? Was it overwhelming for you, like being, on there for the first time and working with Todrick?
I
like,
mean, I was nervous for sure because I didn't know anyone, and for me, I've never been on set before, and I've never done any videos, so I didn't know really how to act or what to do.
Mhm.
But I mean, once I got to know them and I was there for an hour, like it was just like I really felt like I was part of the crew, and it was so easy to just get along and do my thing and
Yeah.
just live my life and let my hair down and whip it and
And
twerk
that,
it.
Yes.
and you did that. You were all up in the cage. You
Yeah,
was all like
booty
bent,
popping.
booty popping, and
Yeah.
everything. I do have a little message for you from Blake.
Aw.
He says, "I am JoJo's biggest fan, and tell him I love him
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
so much."
The
I love you
bae.
too, baby.
And then he added, "Tony, you're not bad either. You,
Oh,
you completely tried it,
relationship goals. Yeah.
right?"
Thank
Oh, y'all do have such a loving relationship.
you.
It's
Dude,
so cute.
I love him very much.
I actually remember, side note, the first time I met Blake was when he came on
Yeah,
to
I remember
AfterBuzz
that.
TV.
Really?
And
Yeah.
you weren't living here yet.
No, I was living in New York, but I was
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
live.
And I was like, and I remember right before we closed the show, he was like, "I just want to let JoJo know that I love him." And I was like,
Aw.
Look at all this.
It
Oh,
was
look at all this
literally-
love.
Yeah, it was one of the coolest
Are we
moments in my
supposed to do that
life.
for everyone?
hashtag
Yeah,
relationship
whoops.
woes.
You guys want a second for your
Yeah,
boyfriends?
yeah. Shout out to Bae, Mike. Hey, love you.
Yeah,
I'll see
hey,
you when I get
babe.
home.
Alec, love you. See you soon.
Oh, go ahead. Shout out to
Yes.
go ahead and give a shout out to the
the
significant
baes.
others again.
Yeah, thank you for what has he done for me lately? I'm just kidding. He's great. Love you, Mike. You're the best.
Aw.
Yeah.
Love you, Alec.
One more time for Blake.
My boo-boo, I love you.
Nino, you got a boo?
Shout out Team Single.
Hey.
You can follow me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay,
Well-
keep
Tinder.
it. I'm just playing. Tinder.
Hit me up.
I'm right there with you. Hashtag team single. Hashtag all by myself. Hashtag Celine Dion in my pillows.
Oh my God, stop.
So then, I mean, with the video, it looked like it turned out great.
It looked amazing.
Yes, I
good.
love this video.
Everyone like twerked it out and everything. Shout out to John Silva for that tilt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, for the
Always.
tilt. I know John. Shout out to Dexter, who was,
Dexter.
who was with
Dexter.
us here. He was
Yes.
in the back twerking it out.
He was here last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it last week?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what it seems like forever
Yeah,
ago.
Dexter's everything.
Everything.
Killed
And
it.
then
So
once
good.
again, shout out to Sean for
Yes.
like being literally a one-man band.
Yes.
There was a shot in the show where it was just him and he was like, you could tell he was working. I'm like, who else is with you?
I
Him
know.
It is
him.
just him.
Always.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
He's
shout
so
out to
good.
Sean. For
I know
getting
his
it.
back hurt really bad that day because he had the huge thing. I don't know
Yeah.
what they call it, but
The overhanging camera on the shoulder thingy.
Yeah,
That's
what it is.
It was
That's
a
what
camera
they-
crane, right? That he was just
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
And so he had to have it like wrapped around his waist, and then it comes around his back, and he was holding this enormous camera, and we can only have Todrick on the elephant for so long, but he had to
Yeah.
like keep the camera, and I was running music. It was craziness, but
Oh my
And
Sean
to move
always
the lights and everything.
he's
I'm
the
like,
best.
MTV.
Shout out
to Sean.
MTV. Come
right?
on, I want to see more.
Now,
Yeah.
I do have to say I had a little bit of a Team Toddy experience this weekend.
Did you?
Yes,
What
you
happened?
did.
I did. So, if you guys haven't watched already, make sure you go to Todrick's YouTube channel and watch Hocus Brocus. And I was sitting at home and I saw Todrick put on Facebook, "Hey, if you guys are available, I need you now. Come over to my place, blah, blah, blah." And I had this moment of like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I literally got up, called a friend who I saw that he was talking about going to, went and picked him up, threw every costume that I had.
I saw
in the
his
car.
car. It really was packed.
It was-
full
yeah,
of
yeah.
Any kind of anything.
Anything,
Just to be
'cause
safe.
I was like, I don't know what he needs. I'm just gonna pack everything. And we literally got there, and they were shooting something, and I looked at my friend. I was like, I think we might have missed it, or maybe it got
Just by like 2 seconds.
yeah, or maybe it got scratched.
Yeah.
But Todrick was so surprised. He was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" I'm like, all I saw was something on Facebook, and I felt the need in my spirit to like,
Had to come
hurry up
through.
and go. I had to come through. But if you haven't watched that,
Hocus
that
Brocus.
amazing.
Well,
So
that
funny.
too, when we went to WeHo, Sean was in the crowd full
Yes.
of people, like with his camera trying to get that stage scene done.
Yes,
Just
So funny.
crazy.
it is like. And it's an all-nighter too. I had to put them down. I was like, "Listen, I gotta go."
Yeah.
I gotta go. All right,
Next
y'all-
time.
y'all,
Next
good
time.
luck. Good luck to that. But yeah, so that was them cakes though.
Them
Right.
cakes, though.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos. I love this video.
I know.
So
I feel like I
much.
say that every time.
I
though.
know.
I was
Yeah.
like, this is an elephant. Everyone's twerking. It's gonna be full out. It's my favorite. But
Yeah.
then next week, and then after watching them all that we've done so far, like wind
What
it
a
up,
collection.
and everything's been so
What
good.
a collection.
What a collection. I want it on DVD. and
Season
cassette.
one.
You could bottle this collection of music on iTunes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can buy it on iTunes. You can order, and now I think
With
if you
commentary.
order it, you can get all the
Yes.
commentary because this was our last episode with an original song. So
Todrick, hit
everything,
that
every track is
pre-order.
available, and every track is available with Todrick making commentary on it,
Look at
which
that.
is super
Nice.
great. So go order it on iTunes now.
Really quick before we run out of time, let me give a shout out to all the people in our chat.
Hey, toddlers.
Justin DePaulo, I hope I said that right. The Kaylin Noel.
Hey, Kaylin.
Alanis Penn, Jake
Oh, hey,
Masters.
Alanis. I was talking to Alanis yesterday on Twitter. Hey,
She
girl.
actually said, what did she say? What did she say? I saw it here. Tell Carlie, I love her.
Aw, hey, girl. How
So
you
that's
doing?
her.
She's so sweet.
Boo69Bs, Jake Masters, Michaela Z.
The chat was popping today.
Michaela Z.
Yeah.
Michaela makes a ton of videos for us.
Oh, does
Todrick
she?
reposted one of Todrick reposted one of them last week or the week before.
Oh, I see
She
her.
remakes all
Every
of
one
Todrick's
of them.
videos.
I
She's so good.
Yeah,
love
She's
it.
amazing.
It's really good. She
Yeah.
gets
I want to
it.
love
see.
you.
Tweet me.
And she's a
me.
Florida girl. Shout out to
Shout out to
SoFlo.
Florida.
Floridians.
Yes.
Zoe Day, hello. Thank you
girl.
for joining us. And of course, Blake,
Yes. Still hanging on.
still hanging in there. And Josh Baker.
Hey, Josh
Hey,
Baker.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
So thank you
Awesome.
guys for joining in on our chat live.
Oh, should we mention the challenge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We almost forgot.
Yes. Please
So-
mention the challenge.
So I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday on Twitter and Instagram, but we are initiating the Dem Cakes Though challenge in the vein of the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically nominate your friends, and we want to see your best booty jiggle. So hashtag Dem Cakes Though.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, hopefully soon the whole world will be twerking.
Exactly.
Cakes,
Well,
cakes everywhere.
speaking of the world, I mean, I feel like we could start right here in our
Right
AfterBuzz
now?
studio.
Yeah.
There's always
So-
time
Let's
do
to
it.
twerk.
So I challenge everyone in here, including myself, to do hashtag them cakes though.
Yes.
But in order to do that, we need
Hey!
Hey!
My pants are tight. Just saying.
Hold on, I have like a cake going.
You're tight.
I'm stuck.
Oh, JoJo. Hey. We have no competition with JoJo here.
No, I'm stuck to the table, so.
Shout out to Twerk Out.
We are so stupid. Oh my gosh.
JoJo.
Yeah, the beat dropped there. I was in. I was like, let's go.
JoJo was like, I'm glad I got the couch because I have enough
I got all
room
this
to twerk.
room. Like, woo.
Oh my goodness.
Someone's gonna break a TV or a light.
Right. All right, you guys. Before we head out, you guys let them know where they can find you on social media.
Sure. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Carlie_Craig.
And you can find me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at Kaley_Hatfield.
JoJo.
And you can find me on all social media at JoJo Guads. Holla.
Awesome. And once again, it's your boy Nino, and you can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And catch me back here at 9 o'clock for the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend premiere.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. And of course, you can always find me on AfterBuzz TV. I do interviews with all of the current cycle contestants of America's Next Top Model. And every Sunday, I give you a full recap of Days of Our Lives. Look at that.
Yay.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And tune
Thank
in
you.
next week for the season finale of
season
Todrick.
10:30 p.m.
Boom. See you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.